Hello guys and welcome. Sometimes fighting the government comes with its equal measure of repercussions or consequences because the governments will not sit down when you embark fighting it. Especially this comes in the wake of uproar from Muturi. Muturi says that his security has been withdrawn for the reasons unknown, because he said as a retired or former speaker he is entitled to security, and apparently he's crying foul of he's reading a sinister motive in this particular event, because he said his security has been withdrawn. This comes a week after Muturi came out in public limelight and made some allegations, damning allegations against the government and against the president. And he's suffering the consequences of what he said, because it seems the government has decided to go after him. So when fighting the government, it's important to note that there is some repercussions and consequences, especially for the politicians who normally decide to move against the tide. There is those politicians who decide to sing the gospel of the government, and the government normally turns, what I'll say, a blind eye to their mistakes. And I'll not mention them, but you know some that are even under ESCC radar, but the government decides to play cold because they are still in what I call still in the right lane. They've not crossed path with the government. I'll not mention those politicians, but you know them. So Muturi recently made some damning allegations against the government, and it was not a matter of if, but when the government would decide to come for him. And it seems the government has decided to pinch him slowly by withdrawing his security, though constitutionally it is important to note that he is entitled to security because he is a retired or former speaker, and for that matter he is entitled to security. In the same event, we can see the same kind of scenario happen to Rigathi Gachagua. When Rigathi Gachagua fell out with his former boss, this is what happened. His security was withdrawn. Rigathi Gachagua has said that he's been using the private security because apparently he swam against the tides of the government, and the government decided to withdraw some benefits for that matter. So fighting the government comes with its equal share of challenges, but it's also important to know that it's not fighting the government. What these guys are just saying are calling out the shortcomings of the government. So what next for Muturi? Because it seems the government has decided that it's going to silence him. And remember, Muturi had said that if the government thinks that he's someone to be threatened on, if the government thinks that he's someone to be pushed around, then they've dialed a wrong number, or he's a wrong number to speak, because he said he's going to speak and speak and speak whether the government likes it or not. He said he's going to make sure that his voice is heard, and he said his differences with the government is not something big. It's about the abductions that are taking place in the country, and he said that he called out that particular thing and it was not acted upon, so hence the fallout. But remember, a week ago, President William Samoei Ruto was on the mountain and he did an interview, and he said he fired the guy because the guy fired himself. In other words, the guy absconded his duties. He did not attend cabinet secretary meetings. He did not submit his report, and that's why he was fired. But Muturi said he did not abscond his duties. So the push and pull left and right, we don't know who is saying the truth, but at the end of the day, Kenya wants peace, Kenya wants cohesion, Kenya wants unity in the nation, and it seems the mountain, or the leaders that are going against the mountain, gonna face a hard time, especially in this remaining 2 years before the election, because it seems the mountain already is well gone. It's already gone, and anyone who tells you that the mountain perhaps is still supporting the government, I think he's telling a big lie, because it seems the mountain is totally gone, and it's upon the president to look elsewhere to get a vote from other regions. But the president is very aware of this. That's why he has decided that he's going to court Raila Amolo Odinga. The president decided that he's been bringing Baba so close. But 3 days ago, Baba made a statement that we cannot even hide our face from, or we cannot afford to ignore. Baba said that ODM is going to be on the ballot in 2027. This echoes the sentiments that I've been saying all along, that perhaps Baba is just in this particular broad-based formation to kill time, but come 2027, he's going to bolt out and field in his candidates. Remember, ODM is the largest party at the moment in Kenya because it was formed in 2005. And we normally say it's only the small rivers that pours into the big river. It's not the other way around. It's not the big river that pours into small rivers. That means it's the UDA to pour into the ODM, and it's not the other way around. It's not ODM to pour into UDA. So it seems this particular information or revelation that Baba made 3 days ago, it's something that is going to make the government scratch their heads thinking the way forward, because it seems Agwambo has decided that he's not going to let a big river pour into small river. If it is your first time on my channel, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Thank you for watching and have a lovely afternoon.